Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifested Tarot, the audio edition, the edition that really focuses you, seeks to eliminate all the distractions. If you just take a quick review in your mind about the world today, you are being distracted more than ever before. And you're being distracted by things that have been orchestrated to distract you. Could be some war going on, some pandemic going on, could be the possibility of some pending disaster, some new bug, some shutting down the grid, people migrating over borders by the billions. All of this is aimed at distracting you. Because if they can distract you, they make you afraid. And when you are afraid, you get dumber than normal. And that's saying something. I don't have a lot of high regard for human beings and their capacity to think things through. I think for the most part, we're simply weaselly little things that get scared of the dark and what goes bump in the night, and that pushes us to everything. And in fact, that's been very amply proven. At the Nuremberg trials, right after World War II, they had a man by the name of Goebbels on trial. He was the public relations guy for Hitler. And they asked him in the course of prosecuting him. The Germans were very intelligent, they were very affluent, they were doing well. They really were positioned in ways that really advantaged them over a large number of people. How did you get them to participate in so many horrendous things? And Goebbels said, we scared them. It's pretty simple. That's what happens. When you get afraid, when you get scared, the blood that is in the front part of your brain, that's the part of your brain where you do thinking. It's logic. It's stepping back and analyzing. That blood in the front of your brain goes to the back of your brain. That's the lizard brain. That's where you simply react. You're not thinking anymore. You're simply trying to survive. And that's what all the distractions around us are intended to do. Overwhelm us with bullshit so that we become afraid. Not in a necessarily obvious way, but in a very profound and powerful way. We become afraid of everything. We distrust everything and everybody. We lose our connection with our humanity. And that's what's happening. So with this reading, I focus you. So all you're going to see is this spread for today. The 5 cards, that's it. Most people close their eyes and just listen. And periodically they'll open their eyes just to kind of refresh the card stuff. But for the most part, they are getting the images in their head. They are creating, getting ready to manifest. They're not afraid. They're intelligent, thoughtful, analytical, and creative. That's where you have to be to manifest. My job is to inspire you. So let's get to it. Middle card is always the oracle card. It kind of gives us the overall feel of the reading. And the card for today is To Be Fair. Sounds simple enough, but it's very profound. I mean, imagine for a moment living in a world that is fair. That means, not everything is going to go for you, but certainly not everything is going to go against you. There's going to be a balance, a reciprocity, a give and take. Yep, sometimes you win. Yep, sometimes you lose. But the way the world is developing at this point, you lose. or they win. Nothing in between. You lose or they win. The number up just to the right of the card, right-hand part of the card, is 38. 3 happens to be, kind of blending, kind of working together with your mind, your body, your spirit. The 3 in regular numerology, or even if you were doing a view of it from tarot, 3 might be an interloper, a third person, a third party. This is not it when we're doing manifesting. It is blending your mind, your body, your spirit to manifest. The 8 talks about movement, rebuilding, maybe even making a judgment. It's a very spiritual, intellectual number, number 8. So you put the 3 and 8 together, what do you get? 11, which is a master number, by the way, of course. And that's always very important. But if you take that 11, you can drop it down to a 2, and 2 is balance. Give and take. To be fair. Right? So that's the idea. That's the theme. Fairness. Reciprocity. Equal give and take. Alrighty, let's begin. All the way to the left, what do we got? Judgment. Judgment is a card that is, on the surface, very simple, and yet it's much more complicated than that, because judgment is taking something or someone, some memory, some feeling, some person from your past, and bringing that forward into the present. Something or someone you remember. Maybe out of nowhere, just one day you're busy doing whatever you're busy doing, and all of a sudden this thought, this feeling. Very often music can bring the pictures of those people and places and things that you're connected to. Something like that may happen. So you take that and you bring it into the present and you review it. How do I feel about that now? 10 years ago I might have felt this way. 20 years ago I might have felt this way. But what about today? People change. You take that understanding from today and you move it into the future. So it's something from your past, someone, something, some thoughts, some ideas, some feeling, bringing it to the present, taking a look, redefining, how do I feel about this, and then transforming it into the future. What do I want from this in the future? How can it help me? How can I evolve into a better person? So that's what the Judgment card is all about. Next to it is the Knight of Cups. Knights always bring gifts. Cups are not romantic relationships necessarily, but they're things or people that you're connected to in an emotional way. Could be somebody, some favorite person from your past, maybe, since we were just talking about the Judgment card. Or it could be a song, a feeling, an impression, something that is very positive and supportive, because we're talking about the Cups, Knight of Cups, bringing something to you that is positive, that is reinforcing, that is emotional in a positive way. It's very loving, it's very caring. So you may find, as I'm looking at these first two cards, that this Judgment card says you're going to bring something from the past, something that you feel very good about, that inspires you. Just like the Knight of Cups. So you can take this positive feeling and use that to help build a foundation for your future. You're going after fairness, right? Well, maybe this will help you. And in fact, to kind of emphasize that a little bit, here we go. The next card over happens to be the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles talks about charity, giving. It talks about reciprocity. It talks about giving and taking in equal measure. Wow, that's powerful. The message is very clear. You will have something from your past come into your present and then allow you to create a future that ideally is fair to you and to others. It'll be an equal give or take, and in fact, it's a nice way to end it up, the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles are things that we value, and I'm not talking about money, I'm not talking about things, I'm talking about gratitude, love, joy, friendship, happiness, health. You can't buy health, everybody dies. So that's a moot point. How about peace? How much would you pay for real peace in your life? So those are the pentacles, not the money, not the cars, not the houses. That stuff's nothing. In fact, it actually creates more grief and aggravation than anything else. But we are trained like seals in a circus to go after those things when they don't bring any happiness at all. In fact, whatever you own owns you. You have to invest in it to maintain it, to keep it up. You have to pay money. And money, it talks about a chunk of your life that you're never going to get back again. So if you have a good set of, or it may help you, all of this stuff from the past may help you rebuild your value system. You're going to need that. In just a few months, and probably for the rest of this year and next year, and who knows, several maybe years down the road, you are going to need a good set of values. Because we are in for revolutionary times, changing times, not small change, major change. It can come quickly or not. But you will know that there's no going back. So what you're looking for is a life that's fair. You're looking for equal give and take. Something over the next month or so will come into your life. It'll probably be a feeling, idea, something that's positive, that makes you feel good, warm, comfortable, safe, secure. That will open the door to all the rest of this. And I suspect will allow you then to rebuild your value system for the future so that you live a life that is balanced, to be fair. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao Manifested Tarot reading. Between now and the next time we do have a chance to get together, however, peace and blessings.